Well, good afternoon, folks. Welcome back to the Marwell Manor farm. You join me here on top of like the highest point of our land, really. I'm in the southwest corner, up in a couple of hay paddocks that I mowed down yesterday. Just coming in really to have a look at them. There's not a lot of grass up here. But that being said, we're gonna get it raked up and hopefully get it baled today. If not, if we can't get it done today, it's likely going to be tomorrow. Two minds what to do about this. I am thinking that we'll stick this into into silage, although we do have the large grass paddock around the back of the yard there. We might do silage and just make this hay because it's out the way, and we'll get it baled up there and see what we can do from there on in. But there's not a great deal of it on the ground. We haven't put any fertilizer on here at all. We just left it as it was, really. But it's, we'll get it baled up and then we might make a second cut off it as well. What we're going to do now though is jump into the Mahindra. Power that back up there. We're going to have a little bit of a drive. We're going to go back down to the yard eventually. This is all looking quite good in here though. Today we need to go out there and get some desiccate our wheat that we have. We have a few new implements on the yard since we last spoke. No tractor yet. The tractor is coming. It is coming soon. So after we had our previous video there and I asked you for your advice, I can reveal that we are going to be buying the John Deere. The John Deere won by about at the time of recording this. Actually, it was around about 65%, I believe. So significant majority, and yeah, so we've gone green. We're bringing in John Deere now, so we should get that fairly soon. And that'd be nice to bring in actually, because it's it's an expensive machine, no doubt, but it's a brand new machine, so it will do us very well moving forward, which will be good. So we're looking forward to see how that all works. We're expecting it in the coming few days, so that should be very nice and handy there. And we just need to take ourselves. We're going to go back down. We're going to take the path actually. We're going to go through the path, follow this. We're going to cross over the little river as well. It's kind of going a different way really. This is our oilseed rape field here that we need to, it's actually been desiccated a while ago. Almost ready to get to be harvested. Not too long off. This was a winter oilseed rape, so it's not too far away at all. And, oh, hang on, there's my phone. Hello? It is, yes. Oh, you're on your way. Oh, fantastic. We'll be right with you then. Yeah, exactly. That's the one. Yep, great. Thanks, bye. Oh well, folks, exciting news. The tractor is on the way. We're going to fly back over to the yard. The John Deere is coming very soon. They're on the way delivering it from the local dealers. So, yeah, let's get ourselves back home and we'll see what we can find. So that's going to be exciting news. It's on its way. We're going to just shoot around the corner here, and then. Yeah, we'll just go along the far side of our field. You can jump through the track there, through that ford. The river's a bit higher at the moment. I'm not sure if I want to take the Mahindra through there just yet. But yeah, let's make our way back up. We'll go and see if we can beat the tractor home. So we went, it is a 6145R with the front loader on there. So it'd be nice to get a front loader. I was spreading fertilizer yesterday and I have to use a bag lifter on the back of the fertilizer spreader. That's all we had, which is not ideal, so it's nice to get something else in there. Oh. Let's just get around here. There we go. Alright then. So I hope you're all well, hope you're all doing very well whatever you're getting up to. I understand there's quite a few of you moved into the region here, so I hope you're working hard. Getting everything achieved that we need to. There's a lot of work going around about now. A lot of grass growing actually. A lot of people are about to crack on with a lot of silage, which is good. So I got some nitrogen with a little bit of sulfur put into our grassland, the big field around the other side of these buildings here. So that is, we're going to probably try and get some silage cut down with that in about, I don't know, probably about 2 weeks I think. Give or take, 2 weeks around about that mark, just so it's going to have enough time to actually get it kicked in. And then once that's done, there's our fertilizer left over from yesterday. Once we take that silage first cut off there, the second cut should have enough of a kick in there still to get going. Oh! Well, there we have it, folk. The tractor has arrived. So there's a few new bits of equipment lying around here, so we're going to have just a brief look through these. This is our new trailer. This is our second-hand trailer. It's a Richard Weston 16-ton. Picked this up for very cheap. A few issues with it. Things like the lights aren't working properly, and one of the leaf suspension units isn't working quite right. But it's a nice large trailer. We needed a big trailer because we have our road trailer is not in the best stable shape, and we've got a lot of wheat and well, also rape this year to harvest, and we needed something that we could trust a little bit more. But this, there we go. Look at this for a machine, huh? The John Deere 6145R, equipped obviously with the John Deere loader on the front, the 643. It is a very nice looking bit of equipment, to be honest. Let's see what we can do, where we can get this all set up, and then we'll have a bit of a chat with the guys here and see what we can do. Even the balloonists have come out to see my new tractor. What a day. So as you can see, we also bought a rake. It's a small rake, but we had nothing to rake up any silage, so we went for a little bit of a smaller machine, but it's still going to do a great job for us. And we can definitely look to get that going probably today, actually. But yeah, we're going to, there's one more bit of equipment that we haven't seen yet either. We brought ourselves a sprayer. Now the aim is that we're going to, we need to spray off our wheat, but I also want to do a little bit of contract work. Where possible, I want to try and find some contract work just to bring in some extra revenue, really. So we're going to look into that. I do fancy trying to find a really old knocked up Bowser that we can just tow around. But yeah, the case looks pretty darn good with row crops on, I think. And it's a nice spray. It's a Hardy Mega. It was a little bit reduced as a demonstrator. So this would have been around 35,000 new. I think we picked up for just over 27. So we got a little bit of a discount there, which is always nice. And yeah, we're looking good. What we need to do though is say goodbye to the dealers and then all the reps from John Deere. Get them out of the way, and then we'll get ourselves on our way. Goodbye, Mr. John Deere. Lovely stuff. All right, so we're gonna go have a bit of a play in the John Deere. Actually, I think. Seems only fair. We'll probably leave this setup as it is, and we'll go out there and get ourselves away with it, really. Let's see. So it's a really nice cab, actually. Really, really good cab to be in. Nice and open, nice and light, nice ergonomic controls as well. We'll leave the rake on the back. What I think we may do, though, is just take off this bale spike on the front. We don't need that just yet. Let's put that down there. Yeah, so it's a Pottinger rake on the back here as well. It's about 3 meters wide. We haven't, ideally I'd have loved something bigger, but I couldn't find a good quality second-hand option, and I just can't afford to buy a new one. So that's going to be something for a different day, sadly, there. But yeah, we'll go and take this up to, let's go and get those 2 fields raked up, I think. And then we can get back down, get on with the spraying as well, I think. That should be good. Lovely little machine, though. Really, really do like it. There. So we used up a little bit of fertilizer yesterday. I need to unload this today and stick it into one of those sheds out the way there, just in case it decides to rain at any given point. So we're going to take the exact same way that we came in just before. That being said, we might take a little bit of a different route, actually. But we're going to get ourselves into the field here, and then we've got a few things to discuss with how we're going to approach our silage and hay. So join us in a couple of moments. Alright, that is deeper than you think in there. Good grief. So we're going to just trundle along the same way. The field's just up there. What we need to think about, though, is how we're going to attack this hay making and silage making season. We currently don't own a baler of any description, and the prices I've been looking around, they are pretty expensive. So what we need to think about is just how we can accommodate this year's harvest. And this year's harvested hay, silage, and of course straw as well, without breaking the bank. So there's a couple of options. We could even look to get a contractor in who can help us out. We can buy a round baler. We could lease a square baler. And then we could always have to get a contractor in to come and wrap the square baled silage. That's one option. All the same for the round. Or we can try and find a method to do some, someone in to come and help us with some pit silage. I would love to know your thoughts on this one. What do you think would be the best option from a cost perspective? But we also need to factor in time as well, really. Let's get this all done here. Everything's looking good. So yeah, we need to think about which one's going to take the longest to do as well. We will be making hay, obviously, so we will need to think about a baler for some option there. Now we could look into leasing a baler, or we could look into trying to buy one. Buying one will likely break the bank, though, unfortunately. That's something we might not be able to do just yet. Maybe we look into leasing one to start with, and then we look into buying one for next year. That could be a solid plan. But yeah, we're ready to go with this. We're going to get stuff in. Like I say, let me know. I'm going to put a little box up above now to vote for. So yeah, we need your advice on this one as always. As you are my advisors here, we need to make sure we get this all set up and working properly. And we don't want to put ourselves into a position whereby we are kind of limiting any potential growth on the farm because we've sunk all of our money into a big piece of equipment that might not be completely necessary. So do let me know what your thoughts are on that one down below. For now though, we're just going to get ourselves through this field. These two fields aren't very big. Watch that. I think combined we're probably looking at about, I don't know, 12, 13 acres between the two of them. Really not a lot, but it's a start. It's something we can just get like ticked off and out of the way now. And we'll see how it's all looking here. And like I said, we're probably going to roll this one up now, turn it into silage, I think, and then we'll get a second cut off it as well, hopefully. So that is the plan. Cattle-wise, we are looking good. We had a second poll, for those of you who remember in the last video there, for the number of cattle there, and just winning at the time of recording this, I do believe was 50%. Was 50 head of cattle. I think that was win by 35%. So we're going to go for 50, which is a good number to start with in my mind. It's a steady number, doesn't require too much of an initial investment there. So what we're going to do is I've got a couple of people in mind to speak to who are selling some of their stock off. There is an auction coming up soon, so we're going to have to look into that one as well, see if we can get a piece of that action. Because yeah, it'd be nice to start thinking about when we can get the cattle on. The weather's pretty good right now, so they can go out into the field there. We'll take little maintenance on our side of things, really. Oh, that is not a very thick swath there, is it? But never mind. We'll get that covered up here. Yeah, and all being well, if we can start thinking about getting some cattle coming into the farm over the next, next 3 weeks or so, that'd be ideal. Really, really would be. So anyway, we're going to continue on with this field here, get this one rattled out nice and quickly. We'll come back to you when we're done, and we'll have you a bit of an update, I should imagine. Welcome back, folks. We've just about got this first paddock done. I'm just trying to tidy up this little block here, and then we'll do the other half over there. When it rose up, it doesn't look as bad as it did. There's a little bit more grass on here, I suppose. Still not ideal, but hey, you can only work with what we had, and we didn't invest any money into this anyway, so we're kind of alright on that regard. But yeah, we'll get this. We're gonna leave it for a couple of hours, just let the wind run through the windrows here. Kind of the breeze can dry it off that little bit extra, but yeah, we're looking alright. We're looking alright indeed. Square this guy off here. Been on the phone to a couple of contractors, so I've got an idea of what it's going to cost us to get them to come in to do this, and then, but yeah, I'll wait to see what you think. We'll get your opinions on this as always, because I do value that, and it's very important to me to make the correct decision here, and we'll see how it goes. What I will do now, though, is slowly continue to get this all rigged up, and we'll leave you here. So thank you ever so much for watching, as always. I do hope you have enjoyed. If you have, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to Simulation for the Nation, who very kindly hosts all of the activity here on Marwell Manor Farm. And we will see you in the next one. So until then, do stay safe, enjoy what you're doing as always, but most importantly, happy farming.